Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Angels.
And now,
First pitch coming your way next.
Los Angeles.
Just about to get underway and towing the slab, Jack Kachanowicz. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
And now, Will Benson. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up. Next offering misses down and away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. And here it comes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ripped in the air, left field, and he'll touchdown for a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Noelvi Marte, the next to hit. Throw to first, and he's back safely.
Ball.
Nobody out, runner at first. Swings and misses, and it's a full count.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's
out.
1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
This is J.J. Bleday. Kachanowicz checks the runner. Marte back on a dive.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Chase Silsett, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now it's going to be number 27. Dives, but it's off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Here's Jose Trevino. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Two on, 2 outs.
That's ball 3.
In the dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Nothing happening on the bases, though. Reese Hines in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there at the knees.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Marte, the runner at third. Lede on at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. Moncada zips it across. Third out. Reds strand a couple. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Chase Burns. How about a report on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Fastball for a strike. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here's Mike Trout.
Now let's go and light the city up. Rebels where it's at. We got it.
To third. Tosses across to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Here is Yoan Moncada. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. In now for the Reds, Rhys Hines. And strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, and you're feeling like you are in command.
Ball, that's low.
Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
The second baseman,
Here's Garrett Hampson.
Hampson.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That's a ball.
No
2
score
balls,
here in the
2
second.
strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Ritter settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the third baseman, P.J. Higgins.
P.J. Higgins, the next to hit for the Reds. Hines stands at first with 1 out. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. And downstairs. Runner on the go again. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Man at second. Goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now Edwin Arroyo squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. That one fouled off, 2-2. In the dirt. And it stays fair. Hines around third. He'll score easily. The throw into second, and in at second with an RBI double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down going for 2. But 1 run does score on the play before the inning ends. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 2 and the Angels nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Leading off, Josh Lowe. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Stepping in, Oswald Peraza. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Peraza checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summersgill with the call. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump, and there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. The one thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Travis d'Arnaud digs in. Missed inside with the curve. Two out, space is empty. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Base knock center field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. Outside low. Ball 2.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
d'Arnaud stands at second with 2 gone. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next to hit, Carlos Sanchez. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Check swing, called strike.
The count is full.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
That one finds the zone. That is strike two.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Struck him out without a swing. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 2 and the Angels 1. As we go to the last of the third. So in now for the Angels, number 4. Close, but called a ball. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's the strike. Two and 2.
3 and 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And that one missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's Trout.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a base hit to left. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Moncada.
Missing inside,
ball 2.
2 and 1. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
2-2 to count.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8. Angels strand 1. They're down 2-1. And we're back onto the 4th. And now the DH, Reese Hines. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's a 1-1. And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. 1 out, bases empty. Cut out and missed, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
There's a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
That's off the mark, and the count is even, 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
3-2.
And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Manager out of the dugout now. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Reed Detmers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball.
Good pitch
2
right there.
strikes.
Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground to third. And that'll do it. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Reds 2 and the Angels 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Lowe.
There's something lighting up here between us. You can't be.
Ground ball left side. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Oswald.
And next for the Angels, Oswald Peraza. Check swing called strike. And the count is 1-2. Inside, just missed. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That
Count
one
is 3-2.
misses. Full count now. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
That one drilled left field. Lede makes the catch, and that ends the inning. And the Angels are gone in order. And our score remains 2-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Will Benson.
Cincinnati, the center fielder, Will Benson.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hunter Strickland up and throwing. Pomerantz, the lefty, warming up as well. Hit in the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. And there's one away. Noelvi Marte getting ready to hit. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, J.J. Bleday. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Reds go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, number 34. And there's a ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And now 2-2. That one missed.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Carlos Sanchez, the next to hit for the Angels.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back around.
The Reds leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now the right fielder, the 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. Curve in the dirt. And that's inside and a good at bat, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
New pitcher on here, Josh Staumont.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Pickoff move to first.
No, he's safe.
In the air to left center, Lede. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Angels leave one, and they trail it here 2-1. All set for the top of the sixth. And here's the first baseman, number 27. Almost got him.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And that's in there at the knees. In the air, right field, moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jose Trevino now at the plate. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 2.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Reese Hines.
2 down, base is empty. Reese Hines, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third. Moncada tossed to first. And the inning is over. So they go quietly there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 2 and the Angels 1. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout.
Rebels where it's at, we gotta hit it up. Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red time.
Next pitch misses inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tony Santillan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ferguson also getting ready. Swings through that.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here is Moncada. And that one lifted in the air center field. Benson sizes this one up. And there's one down.
The batter, number 3.
And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Josh Lowe. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And the batter now, Oswald Peraza. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the air, out towards right center. Marte on the move to the alley. Drops into the glove. And that is the third out of the inning. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Strickland.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. To the wall, and he can't reach it. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Yeah, the batter now, P.J. Higgins.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all gas. Breaking down the young and what I owed him. Trying to fit into an aura that I molded. Off the mold, break the cycle of who likes you and what you might do if you tried to.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Tony Santillan.
Sorry if I can't feel what you write, bro. When my favorite rapper really...
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 gone here.
Now batting, number 30.
And now the first baseman. One down, base is empty. Right side, and that chance handled. Off balance throw in time, and that quickly 2 away.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And next for LA, Carlos Sanchez. Two down, nobody on. That one's in there, and it's 3-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
3-2, the pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 gone, the possible go-ahead run at first. And that misses. And a count 2-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Robert Stevenson.
Number 24.
Back to the top of the order now. And now Will Benson.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Hit on the ground to short. On to first. First out in the top of the eighth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now it's the right fielder, Noelvi Marte. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. And he chases that one below the zone.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Now here is J.J. Bleday. And that one fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. That's to third. Zips it to first, and they got him.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So now here's the Reds' cleanup hitter. Fastball is outside. That's towards center. Trout settles under it. Squeezes it. And that's the third out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Caleb Ferguson. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto.
The shortstop, Zach Neto.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
One down, runner at first. And now Yoan Moncada. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. Stays alive. Two now. Line drive. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. And that's fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
You can try, but you never really fight for me, cause I'm a soul and it ain't really no break in me. And you can try.
And we're back. And here is Jose Trevino.
Jose Trevino.
And a count 1-2. Hard hit to third. Moncada tossed to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Reese Hines.
Now it's the Reds DH, Reese Hines. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So up next, Garrett Hampson. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Full count, 3-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Lifted in the air, out to left. Settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. So they make short work of them there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. Pierce Johnson will come in.
Now
Oswald Peraza digs in now.
number 38.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the winning run is aboard.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now let's see if they force some action.
Hampson, the flip to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Angels held in check. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is P.J. Higgins. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Next pitch is outside.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
The next pitch misses. Full count now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up.
So they turn to their closer, Ben Joyce. Here's the center fielder, Will Benson. And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at third, here in extra innings. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So digging in, Noel V. Marte. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Brings it in, and that's the third out. 2 left on to the bottom of inning number 10. We are tied 2-2. We're in extras here. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Sanchez.
That's ball two.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at third.
Wow, that's a tough one. You kind of feel bad for the base runner right there. It's just a brutal mistake, and you can tell his teammates are a little disappointed. He's already in scoring position. He's the potential winning run. You got to be smarter than that out on the base paths.
One down, base is empty. Sets him down looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three. And now the right fielder. That's down and in.
Two.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. He goes down looking. The 11th inning set to get underway. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Marte on his horse around third. He will score and they take the lead. 3-2. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter. Bleday aboard here at first with nobody out. Well struck left field. It bangs off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score easily. It's 4-2.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Drew Pomeranz.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next is the designated hitter, Reese Hines. Still only one out here in the inning. Outside. And it's 2-1. Late on that fastball.
2-2 to count.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Runners at the corners here. One away. Garrett Hampson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And 1-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Peraza on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Next to hit, P.J. Higgins. And a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Two on, 2 outs. That's a little bit low. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emilio Pagan.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Siri, the next to hit. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
We got a full count. 3-2.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Struck him out looking. Angels with only 1 out left.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Now here is Josh Lowe. Clips the corner, and that's strike 2. With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. Hard hit, right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
4-3 our final score. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.